weren't scheduled maintenance related, making our time with the X1 as stress-free as it was fun. We're sad to see our X1 go, but as promised a few weeks ago, our new Subaru Crosstrek has just arrived. We'll find out over the next year if we love it as much as the original. But before that, it's a look at the Volkswagen Beetle convertible on our next MotorWeek long-term road test update.
There's not too much better than a new car in a wide open road, and we've got both for this week's Quick Spin.
The all-new 2019 Volkswagen Jetta marks a big step forward for one of VW's best sellers. 17.5 million have been sold worldwide since 1979. The 7th-gen Jetta goes even further to shake off the boxy golf with a trunk reputation. The modular yet stiffer MQB architecture gets a lot of the credit. The Jetta is longer, wider, and taller, allowing designers to create a sleek, coupe-ish profile. The front fascia, while clearly VW, reflects future aspirations as well. Engineers added more gears. One more makes for a standard 6-speed manual, 2 more for the 8-speed automatic. That handles its duties with ease and seems well matched with the 1.4-liter turbocharged inline-4 producing 147 horsepower. The low-end torque is very pleasing as we push the pedal hard during our drive in North Carolina. Inside is Jetta's biggest departure from the past, far less conservative and far more driver-centric, with the center console biased towards the one behind the wheel. Yet for all these upgrades, a torsion beam returns to the rear with coil springs and telescopic dampers. We've seen that before, and on any other car but a VW, it would be a turnoff. The challenge for VW is creating a Jetta comfortable enough for Americans without leaving the European driving dynamics behind. Our first impression is they've done just that. The 2019 Volkswagen Jetta goes on sale this spring, starting under $19,000. The redesigned 2019 Toyota Avalon is still an attainable premium sedan, but at a loftier level, as corporate cousin Lexus moves upmarket. Now in its 5th generation, Toyota's flagship once again shares its chassis with the Camry, only now it's Toyota's new global architecture. That adaptable underpinning allows for a longer, wider, yet lower Avalon. More power is served up by a 210 horsepower 3.5-liter V6 or 215 horsepower hybrid. The transition from the electric motor to the 2.5-liter i4 is apparent but not abrupt. Still, the V6 delivers smoother power. A hybrid works with a CVT. A new 8-speed automatic seamlessly sends the rush from the V6 to the front wheels.
No matter which Avalon you drive, you get a choice of drive modes, Eco, Normal, and Sport, even in the hybrid. This Touring we're now driving brings Sport Plus and Custom to the mix. Going from Normal to Sport and Sport Plus, there's a noticeable difference in the throttle response and the shifts. The adaptive variable suspension that's now standard on this Touring Avalon for the first time also becomes more dynamic, but this is still a very comfortable ride.
A new multi-link rear suspension adds to the premium ride, too. Inside the quiet cabin, tech now includes Apple CarPlay and Toyota Remote Connect with smartwatch and Amazon Alexa connectivity. So the 2019 Toyota Avalon still delivers big sedan comfort, but now with a Lexus look and even more amenities. Arriving at dealers in May, the price starts at just over $35,000. And we'll have more quick spins soon.
We all know the Lexus LS story. Not only did it kick off Toyota's new luxury brand for 1990, but it ushered in an entire new segment of prestigious Asian-built sedans. Well, now a 5th-generation LS arrives to tempt us with even more luxury and technology, more than we've ever seen before from a Japanese flagship. It looks like we're in for a real treat.
While for the most part, Lexus has been on a full-court press to change their staid and soft image over the last few years, when it comes to the 2018 LS 500 sedan, the mission is a different one. convincing people to buy the all-new 5th generation of their luxury flagship sedan instead of the high-zoot SUV they likely came looking for at the dealership. One thing the LS clearly has going for it, it remains quite pleasant to drive, even with the improved dynamics that come from now riding on a stretched version of the LC Coupe's platform. But as in most things Lexus, it's mostly due to all of the electronic aids that are in play, many of which are integrated into the VDIM, or Vehicle Dynamics Integrated Management. It's still a heavy beast, about 5,000 pounds depending on fitment, but the updated adaptive variable suspension helps to control the transfer of it. Cruising down the highway, you'll find everything you expect in a Lexus and more, meaning near total isolation from the outside world and oodles of luxury. Most notably, this LS trades in its V8 for a twin-turbo V6, but not to worry, the 3.4-liter delivers more power than the V8 and feels much better when delivering it. And the majority of the LS owners will never lift the hood anyway to know the difference. Horsepower is now 416, torque at 442 pound-feet. It runs through a 10-speed automatic transmission for both rear and all-wheel drive, and we found its operation very quick for a luxury ride. And speaking of quick, the available F-Sport package provides the best driving experience, and it's quite a good one, though you're not fooled into thinking your driving skills are delivering the mechanical precision. It's more along the lines of, the car knows what to do, so just put things into motion and enjoy the increased clip through the corner. And things held up really well when we pushed even harder at our test track. Despite its heft and large footprint, our all-wheel driver stayed commendably flat and proceeds confidently wherever you point it. Keep it pointed straight and it pulls hard and relentlessly. Power builds rapidly right from the get-go, and it rifles through gears almost as quickly. We hit 60 in just 5.2 seconds and cleared the quarter in 13.6 seconds at 103 miles per hour. Yeah, you definitely won't miss the V8. We'll go out on a limb and say you won't miss the previous gen's boring exterior either. The new LS is longer, but there are also more seriously sporty lines to go along with all those dynamic credentials. There's a coupe-like roofline naturally, along with exaggerated fenders, and whether you like it or not, the front end is dominated by their infamous spindle grille, which we think works well here. Inside, things are not quite as appealing as the LC Coupe. The linear dash is here, along with many unique shapes and materials, but the overall theme is a little harder to determine. Material quality is quite good, as you'd expect, but there are puzzling aspects like the imprecise and frustrating touch panel controller and the digital gauge cluster that provides a wealth of information, yet seems to leave a lot of empty space in the IP. Government fuel economy ratings with all-wheel drive are 18 city, 27 highway, and 21 combined. And we averaged a fine 23.9 miles per gallon on premium. Still, that's a slightly worse than average energy impact score of 15.7 barrels of yearly oil use with CO2 emissions of 6.9 ton. A hybrid LS version remains available and will get you up to 33 mpg in the city. The biggest LS tradition of all is offering an amazing amount of luxury and comfort for not a whole lot of money. Fortunately, that continues with base pricing of $75,995. The LS, of course, launched the Lexus brand, and over the last 28 years, they've certainly gained ground on the German luxury brands they were oh so obviously copying. But with the 2018 LS 500, Lexus seems to have abandoned that approach, now carving out a niche that is all their own making. We applaud that strategy and think it will lead to bigger things for the LS and Lexus.
Well, that's our show. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, for more MotorWeek, including daily news updates, podcasts, and even complete episodes, why not cruise on over to pbs.org/MotorWeek. And I hope you'll join us next time when we test the electrified hype of the Tesla Model 3 And a midsize utility wrapped in Swedish luxury, the Volvo XC60. Pat Goss with slick advice on keeping your engine humming. Zach Maskell shows us British Utes becoming something special. Till then, I'm John Davis. We'll see you right here on MotorWeek.
To learn more about MotorWeek, television's original automotive magazine, visit pbs.org/MotorWeek. To order a DVD of this program, call 1-800-873-6154. MotorWeek has been brought to you by...
You're shopping for tires online and you have questions.
I do.
We're TireRack.com and we have answers and tools to help.
Like our tire decision guide. It's, take a look.
TireRack.com. Find, deliver.